Tim Legler had a lot to say about it. Let's drop that clip, Joe.
Absolutely not. I totally disagree with what happened to him today. I thought it was incredibly disrespectful. Jayson Tatum's got a hell of a resume. Jayson Tatum has got a much greater resume than guys on that team today that were playing a lot of minutes. You mentioned two teammates. They played 40 minutes between the two of them. Derek White, Drew Holiday. And you could say, well, they play a different position. And if you're Jayson Tatum, you're dealing with Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant on the wing. Okay. Jayson Tatum's been all league how many times? Jayson Tatum's an NBA champion. Jayson Tatum's had MVP votes.
Jayson Tatum had MVP votes. Tim Legler was upset, man. So how do we got to react to this video, man? How you guys feel about him saying it was disrespectful that Tatum didn't play? We'll start with you, Joe.
I agree. I know everybody upset because Derek White, Drew Holiday. I get why they getting their burn. Who else gonna do it? Tyrese Halliburton? So like you would rather do that. Now, the person they're not mentioning is Devin Booker. Like, let's be real. Like, okay, I'm not saying Devin Booker's a bum, but Devin Booker, what's his role on his team? Okay, Devin Booker is a shooter. Like, he can shoot the three. It's going to be a lot of kickouts. Devin Booker's not going to get a lot of isolation situations on his team. A lot of things Devin Booker's going to do is offer catch and shoot. Last time I checked, Tatum shot better than Devin Booker from the 3-point line this year. Last time I checked. And also, Jayson Tatum is a guard with 4 size. He's a guard, really. He's not really a 4, he's a guard. And he has a forward length. And he's a really, really, really good defender. He's not like one of the best in the league, but he's really, really, really a really good defender. Much better than Devin Booker. Because there was times when I watched that game when Devin Booker missed a lot of defensive assignments. There was one time when Steph was chasing his man and Devin Booker, man, set the pick. And Steph like switched and Devin Booker just held on a swivel. Lucky he missed a wide open 3. But Tatum is way more active. Tatum is a better rebounder. So, and just forget all that X's and O stuff. He just won a championship. Can you at least bless my man with some playing time? So, and on top of that, Devin Booker started and he played the second most minutes yesterday. That's wild. And Tatum got no minutes. Nah, I agree with Tim Legler. That was definitely disrespectful.
Let me go because I don't agree with Tim Legler. I don't think it was disrespectful at all. Like I said, if KD wasn't as hot as he was, I understand. Okay, I'm gonna let Tatum play because KD not hot. He's just coming off his calf injury. But so Jayson Tatum would get a spark. But that's not what happened. KD was hot, and we can talk about Devin Booker like how he is in the NBA on offense. But Devin Booker can play defense, and he played really good defense yesterday. I know you referenced that one play. And then on top of that, Devin Booker was 4 for 6 from the field, 4 for 5 from 3-point line. He had 12 points, and he played defense. He played hard the whole game. Yes, he deserved the second most minutes that game. So I don't mean outside of him playing the way he did, Derek White. I know he was on the bench, and I know he did mention the rest of them, but Derek White was another spark to the game as well as Drew Holiday defensively. So it's like Steve Kerr had his lineups. I know they trying to play. Or, play the part with all of them superstars. They should get clocked. And Team USA isn't about what you did in the NBA. This is the best players in the world coming together to play against the other best players, the players around the world. So, it's hard to play 12 people in 50 minutes, especially to get clocked, not just so they can run up and down the field. Up and down the basketball court with 4 or 5 times for like 4 or 5 possessions. Just to make somebody else happy. You might throw the rhythm of somebody else playing off. Devin Booker might have threw his rhythm off because he was playing good the whole game. That's one person I'm not going to say like, Devin Booker played great that game. And what they wanted, and you got Steph Curry, Steph Curry didn't even play a lot in the first half. He played a lot in the second half. And he closed out the game. So they went through their scores in certain parts of the game. Jayson Tatum didn't get any bump because the game offensively was going the way they thought it would go. They went the way it would go. So he didn't have to come in. Next game, I'm pretty sure he's going to get bumped. Yeah. But this was against Serbia. And this is a team that it was one of them hard teams that we have in our group that we have to win. So must-win situations, put your starters in, put them in.
I know Jaylen Brown sitting in the house like, man, See, with Derek White, that's your boy. You told him that he's all good. He over there, right? That's your boy. Now look at you. I played the same amount of minutes you did, and we watched the game at the same time. Outside of that, it's one game. Steve Kerr did what he had to do. I mean, outside of what he said, it comes off great if you're a coach because you're like, look, man, dealing with the size we had to, aka I think Steve Kerr was just protecting Embiid. He was like, look, man, we had to keep bamming him in there because we dealing with Joker. Like, y'all see what he can do. Joker went out there. What he got? 20 points, or like 4 or 5. Let me make sure I got my assist count right because he be doing this thing, but he got 8 assists. So he was still finding ways to dish the rock. So it was like, look, we got to understand that in the flow of the game, these players were helping on the defensive end and they were keeping, like Mark said, the momentum going. So again, Jayson Tatum, when were we going to put you in? If you're not a starter, if we already got our ebbs and flow of the game, maybe next game you come out, we'll see what happens. But also, I'll go back to what I said earlier. I think Steve Kerr was really banking on how Kevin Durant's performance was. If Kevin Durant's performance wasn't what it was, I think he would have subbed Jayson Tatum in. Technically, I think Jayson Tatum would have played that role that KD had, where it's like, all right, y'all can't get nothing. He might be over in the corner, quick 3. All right, we can't get nothing. Maybe hit the baseline, give us a dunk or a layup or something like that. But again, Kevin Durant performance was going so great that he like, man, we got KD balling, we got Bron balling. I know Steph can give us a full court shot at this point because basically, based upon how the court is, he can just shoot from anywhere. So like, I know what these 3 guys can give me. Now Kevin Durant ain't good. JT, you win. The real up and down is more so I see where people coming from with Derek White, and that's probably because of the name. They're just looking at his name. They're not looking at the impact he had on the game. I cracked my joke earlier, but again, Derek White is making a contribution. It's one game. Now, if you don't play game 2, then we got something to talk about, Tim Legler. Like, now your rank can be extended. It's just one game, though.
Steve Kerr did say he'll play. But look, it's what I don't get. Why is Devin Booker start? Okay, why? So Tatum can't play the shooting guard spot?
Not like Devin could.
How? How is that even
That's a natural position. That's literally his natural position as a shooting guard.
But Jayson Tatum
can't play his natural position better than he can. No,
a small forward and a shooting guard in NBA says the same thing.
They're the same thing, but it's like he's just not playing his position better. I do like, and then on top, as much as he held the ball, he had 0 turnovers. I know we talked about Bron. Devin Booker had 0 turnovers.
As much as he held the ball, he didn't hold the ball a lot.
He had the ball a lot. He had 5 assists, 0 turnovers.
A lot. Okay. Let's get it right. A lot of his assists wasn't him dishing it out. It was a hockey assist, and he was a guy in the middle. That's what that was. Not trying to discredit Devin Booker, but it was because of ball movement in the offense. It wasn't like he ran something and he threw a good great pass. It was more so something like that. And also, Jayson Tatum, he's proven in the Olympics that he is. Last time Jayson Tatum played in the Olympics with Kevin Durant, he was the second leading scorer. All right, so let's start there. He was the second leading scorer on that team. Also, like, let's look at the starting lineup. LeBron James, we know why he's starting. It's the name, and he deserves it. Joel Embiid, it's the name. I'm going to start right there. Right? Because I don't know if he deserves it right now. Steph Curry, it's the name, and he deserves it. And we all know why Jrue Holiday is there. Because of his defense. Because who else you going to start at point guard? Tyrese Halliburton? Derek White? Those ain't only 3 point guards. So he's the best point guard on his team. And then in shooting guard, I would go with Tatum. Literally, I would go with Tatum. Because Tatum is a shooting guard with a small forward body. He's a better defender than Booker. He shoots just as good as Booker, or probably, I want to say, Booker's a better mid-range shooter, but Tatum is also a really good shooter. And he's a better player than Booker, period. So, and like I said, he has Olympic proven stuff. So that's my only issue with that.
I'm waiting to hear what Mark got to say because I want to ask the question. Hold on, Mark, because I think you about to. This could help you answer the question because you said, I think, or Joe, you might have said, he was like, I think he does what he does in his position better. So are you saying that Jayson Tatum is a better shooting guard than Booker? That's what you were saying, right, Joe?
I think he could. I think Tatum's a small forward, bro. Shooting guard, small forward nowadays is the same thing. You know, and ain't like Devin Booker running his offense. He's not running USA. Oh, he's literally a catch and shoot guy on this team for real. You know, and like I said, there were times, I don't know what Mark saw, but there were times on defense, he missed some defensive assignments. He wasn't a great defender. No, he did his job. He hustled. I mean, everybody on this team is going to hustle. If you don't hustle, you're going to go to the floor. It's ass and B. So you got to hustle. That's going to happen. You play for your country. But Devin Booker is not the greatest defender. Tatum is a really good defender, and he's shown that. So, and Tatum played well in the expedition games too. It's not like he played horrible. So I just don't get why the DMP though. That's wild. Now, I also last thing, Mark. Sorry, I know Devin Booker played well. He did. I also think Tatum would have played well too. But if I'm going to go with a starting lineup, you know what I mean? I would have went Tatum versus Booker.
I'm not saying that Tatum isn't it. I'm not saying Tatum isn't who he is. I'm saying I'm not agreeing with Tim Legacy. I don't agree that it was disrespectful. I think Tatum even understood that like this is just the game. Like
so his face.
50 minutes is. I mean, like it's the game is short. Like it ain't like it's.
I don't know.
So, I mean,
he got Kobe number, and I don't think Kobe gonna sit on the bench too long. Like Kobe probably would have flipped a chair or something.
Tomo, this man won the NBA championship and then win Finals MVP, and now this
Eastern Conference Finals didn't start. Like,
bro, like come on, this man most of you spell NBA champion, NBA history, bro.
I could tell you like this: Jayson Tatum probably went back to his hotel room, called up LMA, and was like, you know what, they're gonna stop playing with me. But then when he left out and hung out with the homies, he was like, yeah, it's all good, it's all good. Just know next game when I get in, I'm going for 40. Like that's what he got to do.
And if that's what happens, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like the way the game went, I can see why he didn't get in.
Now, because they won, Steve Kerr looks like a genius. Because they won.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? They won.
Coaching staff put together. Like you see, their coaching staff. It's crazy.
I know. They got the 3 best coaches in the league for real.
They got Spo. They got Steve Kerr. Who that coach they got from NCAA? They got.
Now I think they got more than 3. I thought they only had
those
3.
I know, but they got an all-star coaching staff. So I mean, if this is what the game plan they put together, I get it. I see.
Yeah, basically, it's 2 of LeBron coaches and Steph coach.
I know, right?
They got T. Lue too. I mean, they coached up. So I mean, I'm going with the coaches on like that's a lot of rings over there.
Yeah.
So,
Mark, good debate, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not with Tim Legler on that one. I don't agree with the disrespect. Like I said, game 3, if he ain't played for 3 games, I'm with Tim Legler. But it's just
one game though. I see the flow.
Yeah, Tim Legler also said if you can't play all 12 players, don't have 12 players.
He kind of went far with that one. I was like, huh?
Yeah, you gotta get everybody to get their minutes.
Tim Legler, my guy too. I actually like Tim Legler. He's one of the most brilliant guys in basketball in the media right now. So, but when he said that, I was like, okay. Hurting their feelings.
Where's drawing a blank. Let's go to the next topic. I'll think of it later. Man, speaking of blank, let's talk about blank checks. That's why I was drawing a blank.